Hi everyone, it's Kristi. Welcome back. We are working on some more pockets today. I was playing with these, I guess they're supposed to be mats. So they're 4.5 by 6.5 and intended to mat a 4x6 photo. I bought them, gosh, probably when I first started doing junk journals, because it was on clearance, probably $2. I wouldn't have paid $8.99 for it. No way. So anyway, I have some different pockets that we're going to work on today. So I'm just going to start. The first one takes 2 pieces. So we'll just start at the beginning and start tearing. This one is going to depend on the size of your journal. I don't want this to be any bigger than 5.5, so it's 6.5. I am going to score at 5.5, and that's going to be a tight pocket. I may end up attaching it this direction, but basically I'm going to score at 1 inch on the right and 1 inch on the right, and fold that in, fold them both in. And then we will glue them together. Now I filled my bottle yesterday, so hopefully I won't have any difficulty. I'm going to move that. Hopefully I won't have any oozing or anything, but I'm going to run a line of glue across the bottom, and then I'm going to glue this flap. And then whichever way we want, I think this is the top, so I want to put glue on this flap. Now you could do this, the way I've put the glue is going to be with the flaps on the inside, like that. Just going to line it up. Anything we don't get, we'll ink, just like that. And then I'm going to use, oops, I got a little too much glue at the bottom, but that's okay. I'm going to use my punch board, but you could use a circle punch. Because this ends up at 5.5, I need 2 3/4 punch, and there we have a nice pocket. The bottom is glued, and so you can do it this way. Or so that it's, you know, one pattern, or you could do the flap on the outside like this, just a little bit different. I would probably run my lace or something along there, maybe a sentiment or anything. So these are kind of neutral, not really colors that I choose these days, but okay, so the next one is going to take, that was 2 pieces. This one's going to take 3. So I don't need that at the moment. So let's just go take the next 3 pieces. We'll take 1, 2, what's next? I think I'm going to save the wood. Let's do this one. 3. Okay, so what we're going to do with this one is, this will make us 2 pockets. We're going to take one. I think what I'll do, since these both are blue, I'm going to cut this one in half. So half of 6.5 is going to be 3 1/4. And I'm going to bring my envelope punch board back, and what did I say this? This is 4.5, so I want to do 2 1/4 here. Is that right? Yes. Okay, because we are going to make these vertical. Alright, so that is, these are super easy pockets, but great. Great for doing make-aheads. So because I did 6 when I was playing before I started recording, I'm going to have a good amount of pockets here. So I'm just going to line that up on the bottom like that. You could use any scraps for these. You don't have to use these matte cards or whatever. These are a thin cardstock. It says premium cardstock, but this is really thin. It's not, I don't think it's even 65 pounds. I think it feels more like presentation paper thickness. So, okay. So we've got 2 pockets, and then what I would probably do is, I'm not going to round the bottom of the pocket, but I would round the top here. Same on this one. Okay, so there we have 2 pockets. I'm going to have all this ephemera with this. I'm going to have to make a journal with just this collection, because these are the ones I did yesterday. And then this is the one I did today. And then these we did today. And then this is the 2 that I did yesterday. Used a kind of a crackle pocket. These would be great with Tim Holtz paper, anything. And also I was thinking the wallpaper would be really pretty with this. Okay, so the next one that we're going to do, we're going to need 4 pieces. So let's start in the back. Let's do 1. We kind of want some little bit of contrast. That's pretty. 2. 3. Looking for another one with blue. That would be good. 4. Okay. Now for this one, we need to decide which ones we want to be the back. So, excuse me, I'd like a little bit of contrast with the pockets. I'm thinking if I put these, oh, I'm not going to do it that way because we're going to cut one of these. Okay, so we're going to cut this one in, and we're going to cut this one. And we will use these for the backs. Okay, so, and we're not going to cut them in half this time though. We are going to cut them at 2. I didn't write it down. Let me measure. 2 1/4. Okay, 2 1/4. Not that it matters. It's just I was just playing, and that's what came up with. But it worked out pretty good. So 2 1/4. And then what we will do, make sure this goes the right direction, is split these and split these like that. Okay, now we can bring this in here, and if I remember correctly, this should be 2 1/4 as well. So 2 1/4. Normally, if yours is sharper than mine, you could do these probably all at once, but I don't. Mine is broken. I don't know if you can see that. Mine is does not stay in there all the way, so I don't do too much. Otherwise, I'm afraid it will just give up. So, and I got this one on sale. That's probably why I didn't notice it was broken. But I got this at Tuesday Morning years ago for like $10. Wasn't too much, or I wouldn't have bought it. Might have even been $7.99. I don't know. All right. So now we've got a stack pocket here and a stack pocket there. And look at this. Let's get a piece of something. Wipe that off. And we will just start adding our pockets. If you want to ink these, you might want to ink them before you glue. I'm not real worried about it right now. Just want to line that up. You could round the corners. I'm not going to, because I rounded the corners on the last one. So there we go. Yeah, and like I said, if you have, this would be great for 12 by 12 paper, because you could just cut down whatever you're going to use for your journal, and then I got to talk and do it at the same time, and then use the scraps to make these pockets and such. I never have enough pockets, so that's why I'm making pockets, and then probably have to do some other ephemera, because as soon as I finish here, I am going to start stuffing those other eclectic journals. So you probably won't see this video for a while because I'm filming ahead for Mondays, but you'll know, because those journals will be done by the time you see this. Okay, there we go. And you know, like I said, if you want to ink that ahead so that you get a better designation of where the pockets are, I think those are cool. So I've got those two. I've got these two. I've got another one here. These are the ones that are rounded. And then we have these three also, which are fun. And they all coordinate, so, you know, if you have a neutral scraps, or, you know, you work with a specific motif, like floral. I mean, I use floral all the time, so any flowers or birds or butterflies, you know, they all kind of work together. So anyway, when I get ready to put these in a specific journal, I would of course put a label or a flower or words or something to decorate them more, but these will be in my pocket section ready to go. I thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye now.